Hey, what's up YouTube? Stacking and Packing here with another 2-box half-dollar hunt. We have 2 boxes of NF String and Sun rolls in front of us, so $1,000 in half-dollars to go through. So let's go ahead and get into the hunt. Before we do that, I want to take a look at one of our recent finds, a 1998 San Francisco Proof. This was on our live stream recently, and just look at that reverse, how nice it looks. And that obverse is just as nice. I really thought this was going to be a more modern half-dollar. I thought it was going to be a 2019 or newer, just based off of that reverse. So I thought that was a really nice find. Anyways, let's get into what we've got. We're going to have 2 heavy rolls up top. You might ask why I have 3 rolls up there. That's because I think one might possibly be an ender. I'm not 100% sure about it, so I have it off to the side. And the more I look at it, the more I think that it's not, but we'll get into that. Anyways, we have 3 semi-heavies, and then I think there should be 8 slightly heavies over here. We'll move over to box number 2, where we're going to have 5 semi-heavies and 4 slightly heavies. We're going to crack open roll number 1 of box 2. We're not going to do too many just because of how many heavies we have. So let's see what we've got in roll 1, if we have anything at all, that is. And I am not seeing anything here. So I'm going to go ahead and get into the rest of our rolls. But before we do that, I want to give a quick explanation of what we're doing. We're opening up half-dollar rolls live. Well, not live, but we're opening them up. And we're going to do some of them live, which would be the heavy rolls. And we're looking for silver. That's going to be 40 and 90%. And you can tell by the edge of a coin if it's silver or not. And I'll show you guys that when we find one. We're looking for proofs, which is that first coin that I showed you guys. We're looking for commemoratives. We're looking for the 1987 not intended for circulation coin. And we're looking for errors. So I'm going to go ahead and get into the rest of these coins, and I'll bring you guys in for our first find. Okay, guys, so we're on roll number 21, and we're going to have our first silver find for the hunt. I'm sure you guys can see it. It's that light rim right there. I did take a peek at it, so I know what it is. Let me go ahead and pull it out. And from that reverse, you guys can kind of tell as well. It has that, I guess you could say toning, but not really toning, just that silver look. And let's take a look. It's a 1967. So we'll take it. First silver for the hunt to add to the board. So silver number 1 for box number 1. Let's keep on going. Okay, guys, so just a couple of rolls later, and we've got our next silver find. Go ahead and take a guess down in the comment section below and see if you guys can guess what year we're going to have. I did take a look, so I know what year we've got. And also, now is a good time for me to remind you guys to hit that subscribe button if you guys are enjoying my videos and enjoying coin roll hunting in general. It's a 1965. Let's go ahead and get it turned around there. So a 1965. So silver number 2, still on box number 1. We will definitely take it, and hopefully we'll be able to pull out some more. Okay, guys, so we didn't find anything else in box number 1. Let's get into our heavy rolls, and I'm going to go over a couple of things that I get asked frequently. And I've been doing live streams recently, actually, and I've been getting asked about these things on my live streams as well, quite a bit. And it's basically, as I forget to weigh up that roll, it's basically just asking me about what's the average weight of non-silver rolls, and that's going to be around a 225.3 to 225.5. That's kind of what I've seen for the average weight. I also get asked pretty frequently why I weigh up my rolls, and that's just because I like to have an idea of which rolls might have silver in them, just so you guys can enjoy some silver being pulled out of these rolls live. And that's a light roll there, so let's go ahead and weigh it up again. But I also get asked where we start seeing silver. That's around 225.8. That's where you start to see 40%ers, and 90%ers around 226.3 and up. But where you really are like almost guaranteed a 90%er. And we got a 40%er in this roll right here, and the one that weighed up a little bit light. So let's pull it out and see what year we've got. We got a 1967, so another 1967. We will definitely take it. Silver number 3 for the hunt. So like I was saying, you really are almost guaranteed, I should say, a 90%er at like a 227 weight. And then you're more than likely to have a 90% in like a 226.8 weighted roll and up. Sometimes even 227, but there's been times where I've found those types of rolls and I haven't gotten any silver in them. So it really just depends. Another 225.7. So we have a couple of rolls that originally weighed as 225.8 and now they want to weigh up a little bit lighter, which is fine. We will still open them up live because why not? Another one. Let's get another 40%er out of one of these rolls. And I don't see anything there. Got to get these last couple of coins out. There we go. Nope, nothing there. Let's get into that last slightly heavy roll. 225.7 again. So it seems like they were all almost 225.7s. I don't know. It might be time for a new scale. Nothing there. So we're going to get into our semis now. And our semis weigh up from 226. And see, now it's weighing up as a 225.8. That's kind of weird. I might need new batteries in the scale. That could be what it is. So 225.9 now. It was flirting with that 226. Might need new batteries there. But 226 to 226, like 0.2, sometimes even 0.3, I'll consider a semi-heavy. It just depends on really the box. But 226 and above are semi-heavy range. Nothing here, as we're starting to fill up the board over there with all of our half dollars. 226.4. Okay, so this was a little bit of a heavier one. So let's get it open and see if we've got anything good in here. At least a 40%er would be nice. And I don't think I see anything there. Let me take a peek off camera, and no, I don't think I see anything. That's interesting. Put that to the side. Let's open up that one roll that looks like it might be an ender. 225.4. So we'll see if it is or isn't. We'll take a look at it one more time. I'm sure you guys can see a little bit of luster peeping through the toning that it has. And it doesn't look like it to me, but we'll double check it anyways. You have a bicentennial there that's not anything special, and it's a 1972. So let's flip it around and see if we got anything there. We got the FG, so that means it is nothing special there. Let's get into our heavies now. Fingers crossed for some silver, 226.6. Let's see some silver here, guys. And I'm not seeing any. No silver there. So let's get into our heavy roll. Let's see what this one weighs up as. 226.7. Fingers crossed that this one has the silver in it. It might just be a repeat of that last roll. And it's not. It looks like we got 3 40%ers in here. So let's see. I see 1, 2, and 3 right there. So let's pull the first one out. That's definitely a 40%er. Flip it over. It's a 1967 if I can try not to drop it there. So that's number 1. Let's take out number 2. Another 1967. And I'm almost going to be certain that that last one's going to be another 1967. One off from being an ender, and it is another 1967. So 3 silvers in one roll. We'll take it. Let's add that to the board. So now we have a total of 6 silvers with 5 1967s. Let's arrange this a little bit better. Move our proof down, and we'll go in date order there. Turn off our scale. And let's go ahead and crack open. We're just going to do roll 1 of box number 2. If I can get it open here as I struggle. Roll 1, box 2. Not seeing anything. So I'm going to go ahead and double check these rolls, and I'll bring you guys in for our first find of box number 2. Okay, guys, so we are going to have our next find. And once again, I'm sure you guys can see it. It's in the middle of the roll right there. Let's go ahead and pull it out. I did take a peek, so I know what we've got here. we're going to have another silver, and it's a really nice one. As you guys can probably tell by that reverse, this thing is going to be a beauty. Let's flip it over. We got a 1968 Denver, and I just got to say this is in fantastic condition. Those fields are really clean, and Kennedy's face is very clean as well. A couple of minor marks there on the jawline, but overall a very nice quality coin. So I'm going to go ahead and bring you guys in for our next find. Okay guys, it's time for our heavy rolls. We have a total of 7 silver half dollars so far for box number 1 and 2. So that means we have an ounce of silver with 7 silver 40%ers. And that's not anything there, and this is not anything there. So let's get into our next one. Another 225.8. So we got those 7 40%ers. We have a proof that we found on our last hunt, which was our live stream. We've been on a 8 box skunk streak now. So $4,000 in half dollars. We've been on a skunk streak for that long, and we're back on the silver, which is what I like to see. 225.8. So I usually show you guys videos where I find silver or I find something cool. I tried not to post videos where I don't find anything, just because I feel like that's going to be boring for you guys. So that's why you guys usually see me finding silver and not videos of me finding nothing, because I don't think that's too interesting to post for you guys. So some people always say that I'm constantly finding stuff, which it seems like that, because one, I go through a lot of volume of half dollars. I go through $3,000 a week in half dollars, and 2, like I said, I only post videos where I find stuff. So if I don't find anything, you guys aren't going to see it for the most part. Sometimes I will post it if I find like a half dollar that's a proof or something like that, but I try not to, just because I want it to be interesting for you guys. 226 on the dot there for this one. Let's see what that last roll is going to weigh up. I think it might be another 226, but it would be nice if it was a little bit heavier. And I'm not seeing anything there. And that's not a proof. It's probably NIFC, and it's not. It's a 1990. So let's get into our last roll here, see how much it weighs up. 226.2. So it is a little bit heavier. It's actually our heaviest roll of the box. Let's see. Is there going to be anything in here? And it doesn't look like it to me. So I'm going to go ahead, double check these rolls, and I'll bring you guys in for our wrap up. Okay guys, so we didn't miss anything in any of those rolls. So let's go ahead and get into our wrap up. We're going to start with our oldest coin for the hunt, this 1965 40%er. We found 7 40%ers for the hunt, which means we found an ounce of silver. So that's always exciting. We found 5 1967s, so I'll show you guys one of those. And we found a 1968, a really nice one at that. Now, I was debating if I should put this 1968 Denver in our silver jar or put it to the side. There are a couple of marks, as you can see on the shield over there, that the eagle has, and a couple of slight marks on Kennedy's face. And what ultimately made me decide to go ahead and put it into the jar is that when I went to sell my 40%ers at the end of the year for 2023, I had some BU 40%ers that I found in a collection dump, and my LCS shop owner told me he was just gonna pay regular 40% melt on those, just because he doesn't get anything more for them. And of course you guys are probably saying, well, he could just be saying that, but he did dump them all in the same bag. So they all went in that same bag where they were getting banged up together and whatnot, you know, clinking into each other and getting damaged. So, and I trust him anyways. It's my LCS that I've been going to for a while now, and he's an honest guy, and he actually gives me the best prices out of any LCS that I've dealt with. So let's go ahead and add our silver to the silver jar for the month of March. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit that thumbs up button down below, as well as leave a comment and subscribe if you guys are new around here. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on our next hunt.